Hi, Amanda Smith. I'm Courtney Klein. I'm a sales representative for the Big City Kangaroos. Would you please hold this while we talk? This is a tool we use in our business. So, we have this thing called Silly Putty tickets. You remember Silly Putty. You can shape it, stretch it, mold it. Well, we can shape and mold our tickets to your specific needs to help you increase your sales. So, for instance, how many local salespeople do you have?
5.
Okay. And how many key accounts does each salesperson have?
About 5 each.
Okay. 5 each. And what size is an important account?
Roughly 25,000.
And how important is new business to your salespeople?
Very important.
Good. And Amanda, do you have a strict plan that is designed to get new business each month?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, you know, it's tough to get salespeople to focus on new business. But by using our Silly Putty tickets, we can get them to focus on new business, and you can keep track. For example, the first step is to have each salesperson identify in writing to you which new prospects are key to them. That wouldn't be too difficult to do, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
Okay. Well, most of my clients have told me that the key to building business from new prospect is for the salespeople to develop a good relationship with them, and that's usually through constant contact. A lot of the times, to build that relationship, salespeople will use out-of-the-office activities like golf or lunch, and sometimes some of my clients have told me that their problem with golf is that some people just aren't good at golf, and it's almost more embarrassing to play than not, and it's pretty expensive. And when was the last time you had a memorable chicken sandwich at lunch?
I honestly cannot remember.
Well, however, by using our Silly Putty tickets, you can get them to build those relationships and focus on new business, and you can keep track. So here's how it works. So the salesperson calls a prospect who he has been working on for a while. He says, how about joining me for a Kangaroos game next week? I have the president's seats. So this is not a situation of the salesperson just giving the tickets away. It's the salesperson inviting the prospect to go with him. Now the salesperson has a chance to do some real out-of-the-office bonding. Remember, he wants to develop a relationship through constant contact. Giving the tickets away doesn't build that relationship. So how effective do you think 2 to 3 hours at one of our kangaroo games would be for building a relationship?
Very effective.
You're exactly right, Amanda. Let's look at one of my clients who enjoyed success with our tickets. What could be even better when taking a prospect to a game is if you, as the president, or maybe even a sales manager, could go also. Would you be willing to do that occasionally for the right account?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, good. Would it be asking too much of your salespeople to spend just one evening a month with a key prospect at one of our games?
No, not at all.
All right, good. So our season is about 6 months long. If each salesperson went to one of our games, and each salesperson brings 6 new prospects a season, if of those 6 prospects, how many do you think would end up as customers?
Well, I would hope at least one.
Okay. If each salesperson converted just one prospect to become a new customer, that would be $25,000 in new business. With 5 salespeople, that would be $125,000 in new business. Do you see where I arrived at that number?
Yeah, I do.
So, we've been talking about new business. We might also consider your existing clients. After all, your competitor may be out there trying to build the same relationships with your clients. Would it be asking too much to have your salespeople also spend one evening with an existing client as well as one evening with a prospect?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, to give each salesperson 1 game a month to take out a prospect, you would need 5 games a month. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
You would need a similar amount of games per month for your salespeople to take existing clients to the games. You would also need 5 games per month. So you would need a total of 10 games per month. All right, so now let's talk about which type of ticket package would be best for you. So based on what you've told me, here's what I would suggest for you. Our best seating area is the club level. And with these seats, here's what you get. So you get access 3 hours before kickoff. You get access to the stadium. Pre-game entertainment with live music is included. In-seat wait service is available directly from your stadium seat, and there's much more. So for each one of your salespeople to take just one key prospect once a month and one current client a month, you would need 10 games per month or 60 games for the season. And the return on investment is substantial. If each salesperson brought only one new piece of new business because of the focus on new business, your sales would increase $125,000. And because you need 60 games, I would recommend 4 full season tickets. That would leave 21 games for your employees or more customers. And your cost for those 4 season tickets is only $14,000. How happy do you think you'd be with those results by giving this plan a try? That decision would be at least $125,000 in new business and maybe up to $250,000 in new business. So I can get this order in for you today and reserve you some prime seats. Would you prefer to have this in your name or the company's name?
Looks pretty good. Let me talk to my salespeople and make sure they're into it, and then get back to you.
Okay, when do you plan to talk to your salespeople?
Thursday.
Okay, Amanda, you said earlier that it wouldn't be asking too much of your salespeople to spend one night a week or one night a month out with a key prospect, right?
I think it's reasonable.
Well, and you said the Big City Kangaroos game were a good place to develop relationships, and there's also a potential of $125,000 in new business, right?
Sure.
Well, with all due respect to your salespeople, why let them even vote on it? Why let them vote on $125,000 in new revenue for your company? If you think this will work and you think they can spend just one evening a month out with a prospect and generate $125,000 to $250,000 in new business, what's there to vote on? What if they vote no? I had a client last year who was concerned about whether his salespeople would use the tickets. And here's how well it worked for him. So why don't we do this? Let's sign you up today, and we will use our opt-out clause, and here's how it works. So you're meeting with your salespeople Thursday. What I'll do is I'll write next Monday's date at the top of the agreement, and we have until that date to opt out if you decide that this just isn't for you. This way you can get those better seat locations, but if your salespeople really fight you on this, by next Monday, just call me up, and I'll cancel the order. Can we reserve those seats today?
I'd like to think about it.
Okay, I understand. If you took some time to think about it, maybe even thinking about it while walking on some beach, and you thought about the $125,000 in new sales and the $14,000 in cost, do you think you would be inclined to do it?
Probably.
Well then, why don't we just do it? You'll be really pleased with the results. Okay, let me tell you about a CEO that was in the same position as you, and he followed this plan and decided to give it a try. All right, I'll have you take a look at these numbers.
Okay.
How happy do you think he is that he gave this plan a try? That decision was worth $100,000 in new business to him. Okay, so let's get this order in today. Don't worry about a thing. I'll take care of all the details.
All right, we can put the account in my name.
All right, sounds great. Done.